Hi, this is Jillian with another episode of Online Marketing Easy Peasy, because marketing your small business online should be easy peasy. Today we're going to talk about LinkedIn polls because I did my very first one yesterday and I was really surprised at the awesome results I'm getting. And also too, I realized I should have done a little research before I jumped right in. That's kind of what I do. I jump in and make mistakes and then I figure out how to help other people not make the same mistakes. So I thought what I would do is I would walk you through how to create a poll and then just kind of tell you what I did wrong so that you don't make the same mistake. Let's walk through the steps of how to make a poll. So we'd go over here where it says start a post. And at this point, we can put in any of the text that we want to be ahead of our poll. You could just make a poll and have no text, but I've seen for the most part that it looks a little more attractive in the news feed if you have emojis and some text before your poll. So that's what I would recommend. So you, of course, could copy and paste, and you can also edit this part later. So I'm going to just leave that for now. But come down here and you would click create a poll. So here's where you're going to put your question and you see how many characters that you have to operate with. And then you have a minimum of 2 options and you can have up to 4 options. So say for instance, I'm just going to do a silly one like what is your favorite color? Okay, question mark. Then we can say option 1, maybe it would be red, option 2, blue, and if I want new ones, I would do add option, so I could do, I don't know, purple. And then the most I can have is 4. So if I click option 4, I can say, just one particular answer, or this is a good one, leave it open-ended. So you could say other, and this is what I did, please comment below. That way you get people engaging with your poll, not just clicking other and then moving on. So I think that's a good thing to do. So then here for the poll duration, you can figure out how long you want it to be. So if you click the drop down, you see you can do your poll for 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, or 2 weeks. I chose 3 days. I figured that was long enough for me to, you have to remember you're going to have to keep monitoring the comments and stuff. So I thought to myself that 1 week seemed a long time. I didn't really want to have the poll going that long and be responsible. 1 day seemed a little bit short, so 3 days was a good sweet spot for me. So figure out how long you want the poll to go, and you cannot make a change. Once that's done, you have to go with it. So that's the one thing that I found about the whole poll is you've got to get this right the first time. So if you spell purple wrong and blue wrong and you choose wrong days, oh well, your poll's done. There's nothing you can do. So choose wisely. I'm going to just say 3 days and then done. There we go. So here's my poll. And this is where if I want to now, I can go back and I can put some comments in of like, have you ever wondered, blah, blah, blah. And then you can have, as many comments, you can put emojis in here, you can put hashtags in here, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can make a really long post. It's just like a regular post, but now you have your poll instead of like a picture or instead of a video. So those are good. I believe at this point I can still go in and I could like look at this and say, I didn't mean to put purple, I should have put green. So I can come here and I can now change this to green. So there we go. Done. So now I can look at it again and it looks good and I can still add the hashtags and all sorts of great stuff. So that's good to know. But once I click that post button, boom, it's done. It's out there and I can't make any changes. I can come back and change the text here above the poll, but the poll itself, I cannot make any changes. So that's really, really important. So I am not going to hit post. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it. So I'll hit discard. So I want to just give you a couple of tips. I will include these in the comments, in the post itself, a couple of tips. First of all, Andy Foote does awesome polls, and look at the votes he gets. Oh my goodness, 2,000 votes, so that's a lot. And like, wow, look at all these comments. So just think of this as conversation starters, and your polls can be about anything. There are some guidelines in LinkedIn, so you want to make sure that you're not doing anything that would be against terms of service. So choose your questions carefully. That is one thing. Look at what other people are doing in their polls and get some ideas. Brenda Meller, she does a great poll. Look at her. She's doing hers with emojis and hashtags and all sorts of great stuff. And then, of course, buttons and clicks and all sorts of great things. Brenda, again, she had really, this one actually is still going, so we could still vote on this. So you see she's getting lots of engagement, lots of votes, so that's awesome. And then here we go. Here is how to actually go in and create a poll. So this is the help topic from LinkedIn, so well worth checking out. I'll put that in as well. And then they even have an FAQ that they've put together so that you can get all sorts of different things about, where can I do a poll? What can I do? This is where I learned I can't edit it. So I'm a perfectionist and could not edit it. So it was like, And then here are 2 polls my buddies are doing right now. Jules White is doing a poll and Catherine Ledger is doing a poll. So everybody's doing polls. It's fun. It's a neat way to get engagement. It's a wonderful way to get conversations with other people that you might not know. So I've already gotten to know people that have responded to my post. If I go back here, I've gone through and met with people and chatted with people. And so it's just another great way to network is to do a poll. So I hope you will check this out and see if you like it. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Marketing Online Easy Peasy. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. We respond to each and every comment that we get. And if you like these episodes of Marketing Online Easy Peasy, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that way you'll always be notified of the next one we create.